One thing I noticed about living in Oregon for 9 years is that everyone here just sort of knows how to camp. Almost like camping's a thing that's hardwired into people's brains. I grew up in Chicago, and camping wasn't really a thing that my friends and family were into. But I love being outdoors, so together with a group of other beginner campers, I decided to get a first-hand lesson from a professional. So Lestarya, what are we getting into this weekend?
Yeah, we've got a great weekend planned. So we've got folks here who it's their very first time camping, and then we have some folks who are building up their confidence with camping and being in the outdoors.
Hey, I'm here.
Thanks for coming out.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good. What I'm looking forward to learning is more about tips and tools to be comfortable with camping. So maybe learning about how to set up my tent or my sleeping situation would be really cool.
Usually I'm behind the camera, so this is outside of my comfort zone, but I'm very excited to be with such a large group and just, learn from the pros here. So I'm looking forward to it.
I wanted to come here because I just wanted to reset. I wanted to do something different. And so intentionally, camping for me, it's something different.
Sleeping bag. I didn't grow up camping, so I know what it's like to be someone who's curious to get into camping, but not necessarily having the know-how to do so. Vegeta, this is gonna be yours too. So there's really just a few things that you need to make camping feel comfortable.
Lestarya covers the essentials, like a tent, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, an inflatable pillow.
Or bring a pillow from home. And then for food, 2-burner camp stove. That way I can make coffee on one side, but then be cooking on the other. That's fun. And it's really nice to have a lantern of some kind. I didn't consider myself outdoorsy, and then over the years, I would pick up new things over time and just build up my confidence. And now, definitely a full-blown camper and just getting a lot of people into it.
So, what kind of gear do you actually need to go camping? This is part of my issue, Lestarya. There are all these tents. Where do I start?
So personally, I enjoy pulling up to a campsite and being able to set up my tent right there. So I'm looking for something that is much more roomy, and I'm less worried about weight.
Next on the list, a sleeping pad.
There are differences in how they feel, and so that's why I definitely recommend trying it out.
I took Lestarya's advice. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out great. Then we moved on to sleeping bags.
A lot of these are mummy style, right? So that when you're in, you just feel like you're in a cocoon.
You're just all bundled up.
Then they also have sleeping bags that are more like rectangular shaped.
After covering a few other things like inflatable pillows and portable stoves, we were ready to get outdoors.
You ready to set up your tents? Yay!
This is my first time putting a tent together, but it can't be IKEA level difficult, right?
No, it's not.
There we go.
It's not.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, so the footprint is what goes on the bottom of the tent.
Okay. And then we're gonna make sure we look where the front of the door is.
Wait, this is how tall it's going to be? What about a party in this thing? Yo, this is actually easier than I thought. Cannot believe I'm doing this.
There you go.
I feel like it's not sturdy, you know what I mean? Oh, this is what's going on. Why am I tripping?
All right. Yeah.
There you go. Yay!
Let's go.
We got it.
So where do I go? Like, where's the door at?
Home sweet home. Boom.
How are we going? Is it gonna?
You're gonna blow this up.
I'm gonna
Yep. You're gonna put air into it.
from my body.
You got it.
This is where I'm gonna sleep at. So it's beautiful. I love this. I like it.
For a lot of people, camping's all about good times and nostalgia. For Wilson, it's a bit more complicated.
For me being here right now, intentionally being here, solidifies a lot of things in my life, and I feel like I have to let go of a lot of trauma that I associated with the word camp. I lived in a refugee camp as a young, as a youth, as a as a child, and so the word camp does not necessarily connect with peace, nature. This is like amazing.
How is that?
This is nice.
I had to start connecting time outside with my own health and well-being. And that's something that many people of color can relate to. We got the firewood. Yeah. Got it.
Swim with it. How many do y'all want?
Lighting a campfire isn't as simple as striking a match, but it's easy if you know the steps. First, you need tinder,
Okay.
which then lights the kindling. Last, throw on the firewood. Make sure it's local so you don't spread invasive insects or disease. Cooking's a big part of camping, and Lestarya came prepared.
We're doing hot pot for dinner.
I know, every time I move, I feel
I'm
like
getting used to this.
All right, then I'm gonna actually add that back in there. Do you want to do the honors and get some first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead. So how has your camping experience this weekend compared to what you thought camping was based on like what you've seen in the past?
It's really chill. Like, yeah, I don't have to go sit in front of a computer, do no work.
although we're just all kind of getting to know each other and things like that, we're very unified in the thought and the belief that we're here to enjoy this experience.
Reality of camping, after everyone's done eating, you still have to clean. All right. I'm on drying duty.
Who's ready for s'mores? All right, so if you want to go ahead and open this up, and you can take a marshmallow.
We're gonna get the marshmallows experience.
As he burns his.
I'm ready for the chocolate. What do you do? How do you do it? How you do it?
Why you over here trying to make gourmet s'mores with two? You don't want the Reese's
Yo. This is fire.
Yeah, it's fire.
Being out here really just removes the distractions, and so it provides this space of just being present. That's that deepest part of camping and what it can do for folks.
The last camping essential that you definitely don't want to forget is a light.
How was your first night of camping?
It was better than I expected. It was good. Just waking up, like hearing the sounds of nature, the birds in the morning. I definitely think I'm going to do this again. Definitely.
Thank you so much for coming. We are doing something really special when people have worked up the courage to go on their first camping trip and leave saying, you know what, I'm gonna do this again.
This was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
that is magic.
The cool thing about camping is that it only takes one trip to get hooked. It's the perfect opportunity to learn more about yourself and especially the people you're with, whether you're strengthening old friendships or making new ones.